All right, guys. So we're jumping on here. We got Nicole on the call today, and we've been talking about. Sorry, I meant to record it earlier, but we've been talking about setting some of her goals. One being needing new clients for her massage business, and two being needing new clients for her coaching business. And we are talking about right now what is stopping her from marketing that business. Um, okay, so just going back, Nicole, have you ever had a time where you had financial security?
I mean, I guess it just depends on like how you want to look at it, right? Like I have been a business owner for 8 years and every
Mhm.
single month I have created an income for myself.
Yeah, and it maybe it's not where you wanna be, but you are making it.
I am making it.
And were there, like, hardships and trials that you've gone through
Yeah, I've gone through a lot.
that have led you to the current place where you're not feeling financially secure?
Wait, sorry, say like what was the
That they've led you to the current place where you're not have you been through any hardships or trials where it's led you to your current place where you're not feeling financially secure?
just not like putting myself out there, right? Like I've had the opportunity, like I've had training,
Mhm.
great training, um in both coaching and creating programs and making high ticket coaching offers, but I haven't acted on that. And because I haven't acted on that, I haven't created the financial success that I could, you know?
Right. Regardless of your current situation, do you think you could help somebody up level
Absolutely.
their situation?
Yes.
So every coach needs a coach, right? Like we all
Yeah.
need accountability to stick to the things that we say we're going to do. A lot of times we think we can do it on our own. I haven't seen that, not from myself, not from anybody else. It's pretty rare. I think I have one client who like probably doesn't have a coach and she wrote a book and actually got it done before she said she would, and I'm like, "Dude, I don't know, you're like a alien because this just doesn't happen," you know?
Right. Like I think I even included that in my post today. I can read you. Maybe I can read you what I wrote. Let me see. I said I said, it's easy to think of your dreams and feel like it is impossible to bridge the gap from where you are to making that a reality, especially when it feels like everyone else is making $1 million and pooping rainbows while signing their brand deals with a bazillion followers, all while launching their new storefront and making the front page.
Yeah. But don't you think that your story will resonate with more people?
Yeah, I do.
And it doesn't I mean, you could be a coach too right now, and maybe it's an accountability coach. Maybe it's, you know, something like that, and a mindset and accountability coach.
Yeah,
Where I mean, it does like, I try not to talk about my numbers a lot, and stuff like that. I don't like to. I have started to because I know it's good for marketing, um, but I'd prefer not. It's like, I don't why do you care about my number? My strategies are good, my coaching is good
yeah,
regardless of my numbers.
right.
Now, my numbers, when I do talk about them, they do aid in my, credibility, right?
Absolutely. And there are other coaches that do have that credibility. And I guess just hearing them talk about their credibility and then they're like, "Oh, yeah, and then there's all these coaches, they don't even have that." And they're out here coaching people when they
Yeah,
haven't even
and
created real success, and I just need to get that out of my head.
what is real success? I mean, it's so different for everybody.
I said that, and I made a post about that one too.
So I mean, you look, you do want to do that for yourself. You do want to get yourself to a point where you are feeling secure. Whatever the number is. It doesn't need to be some six-figure number. It could be 50 grand a month, 50 grand a year. I don't care,
Exactly.
right? I don't care what the number is. But so you do want to get yourself past that and
Yeah,
into that situation because for
exactly.
sure it will help. But you also don't need to talk about your situation. Like I've been doing coach. Like I didn't talk to you about my. I don't think I did about my success when you first hired me for coaching.
No, I don't think so.
You just like to hear the things. I like the things that I said,
Yeah,
right? And there's at every level there's something that we, you know, like if I ask a coach who's making $1 million a year, I'm like, well, why aren't you making five? Are you even like that good of a coach? So like you're not making unlimited money. Like there's always a level. So you're not gonna like you're a step ahead of somebody that could
right.
use your help,
Yes, I agree.
right?
So when
So
I'm
you
talking, I do try to just speak to that and just speak to some of like the key core issues that I
so
help people with.
right. There's a story, I'm pretty sure this is true. There was a Harvard professor who was a con artist, and I'm not saying that you should be a con artist or anything like that. But nobody knew that he never actually went to college to be a professor. All he did was what he did was he just learned the next thing that they're going to learn before they did,
Yeah,
and then he taught them,
nice. That's awesome. And
which
I think that that speaks volumes to, right, like this, like the limits that we put on ourselves and on each other.
Mhm.
So, yeah, no, you're 100% right. I think it's, yeah, I think I'm there. I'm just like, I'm just now like getting back to like putting myself out there and pitching people. I'm just not as like I'm getting ready to run ads.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I mean, I'm getting closer and closer all the time.
Okay. How much are you charging for this transformation for working with you?
So I'm getting ready. I have it listed on my website. I was gonna do like some founders offers. Um, $1,000 for 10 sessions. You know, the program in general is usually about 3,200
Mhm.
for 6 weeks with like a bump down offer of 2,700.
Or down so?
Yeah. Some of the successful funnels that I've been looking at recently, um, a lot of people do a workshop at about $22.
Mhm.
Then they sell the program, the high ticket offer, and then they do a downsell offer. So ultimately, that's what I would be looking at.
All right. So in typical marketing funnels, especially for coaches, but this really goes for everything, you have a free level, right? There's a freebie level. You writing this down?
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't know this. So this is going to be a email opt-in, right? It's going to be some sort of offer to opt in that I'm but with the opt-in, I want to get you a small win, right? So for my coaching, it's the pricing for profit, or I might switch that to a line pricing method. It's the pricing for profit method workbook. So you can download this workbook and figure out your pricing on your own,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we'll figure out what your minimum sustainable rate is, and that workbook will walk you through that process,
Yeah.
right? So that's a freebie offer, right? And so then I go out and I market that offer and I talk about pricing and I talk about this, and that, right? And then I direct them to that freebie, right? If you want to figure this out on your own, go to my website or just go to the link in the bio and download the free pricing for profit workbook, and you'll be able to figure this out all by yourself. And I'll get you that win,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But this gives them exposure to my coaching, to to me, to my style. If I wanted to, I could even take it a step further and offer a free, like 10-minute video inside of that free
Yeah,
training as well, right? Something like that where I speak and walk them through that and they get introduced to me, and and we start building that relationship. Okay. The next tier is going to be the 0 to 100 tier, right? So we have your freebie offers, and a freebie offer might be as well, again, a free consultation, a free clarity call. Um, you know, I like clarity calls. Let's get clear on what the issues are, versus consultation. Consultation, I'm trying to get away from that because it's not, it it feels like, yeah, I'm offering something for free, but I know a lot of people feel like that is just a sales, it's a sales call.
for sure.
So something, a free clarity call, one, first coaching call for free, something like that. So we have a freebie offer, we have a free, uh, freebie opt-in, which maybe leads to a free 1 hour coaching call or 45-minute coaching call or clarity call, right? So, and then the next tier, 0 to 100, this is, you're going to be your low ticket offers, right? This might be your $22 workshop that you just mentioned. Could be a 22, 49, 79, depending on the value that you're going to put in there, right? For me, I'll do the free workbook, and then maybe for $47, I'll do an hour workshop where we actually go through and do those things together in a group format, right? We'll actually I'll walk through that with you together in a group. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for you, you want to upgrade their identity, or you want to do accountability, you want to upgrade their identity. So, your freebie is going to be, have you thought about anything for your freebie? Because we want
Yeah, just like
around
a
identity, mindset.
I was thinking about having power placement has kind of been the thing that I've been putting out there as more like low ticket.
What does that mean? Power
And like,
placement.
so where you place the power is where it goes. So you have to take ownership and place the power with you to get the results that you want.
Okay. And you can put that in a freebie.
Yeah, I was thinking about having that as like have an initial workbook for that and then have that be my lead in for like the workshop.
Uh-huh. Okay. Hold on one sec. I'm just using ChatGPT. We're gonna come up with some freebie opt-in ideas for you. The 5-minute identity reset, right? A guided journal script or PDF to help clients step into their next level self.
Yeah.
The morning mindset formula, where it's a printable morning routine template for clarity, confidence, and focus. maybe a cheat sheet to upgrade your self-talk. It's a list of 20 identity-based affirmations rewritten from trying to being, right?
Yeah.
Or 7 daily habits of the future you. It's a checklist comparing old versus upgraded identity behaviors.
Yeah, that could fit really well with power placement because, like, the
Mhm,
whole point of power placement is to empower them,
mhm.
right? So, it's not about, what your circumstances are. It's about empowering yourself to face those circumstances to get the results that you want.
Here's a good one I like. The identity alignment blueprint. A 3-step roadmap for closing the gap between who you are and who you're becoming. ChatGPT is goated, dog. I don't
Yeah,
fuck with it.
it's true. Yeah, I did. I pulled up I used ChatGPT the other day to kind of do just like a roadmap of what I was already doing. But it was more based in facing your fears and doubts to create your dream life.
Yeah, that
But this isn't a bad lead in. I think I see so much of it everywhere. Like I would just have to like probably use my own story.
yeah. Yeah, whatever you do, it should be yours. Like, even if
Yeah,
I get ideas
unique.
from ChatGPT,
Exactly.
it's you gotta insert your experiences, your life, your ideas.
Dude, one of my good friends, like you'll appreciate this, but because it was like, yeah, like it just has to be unique. Like that's what I'm always, because it's a saturated market and I'm okay with that, but it just has to stand out. And when we were talking about it, he was like, yeah, you have to learn how to market strawberry ice cream in blue form, you know? I thought you would appreciate that
Yeah.
from a marketing perspective. Tell me that wouldn't be the coolest fucking idea ever. Blue strawberry ice cream.
This is how I feel about you remember the candy back in the day? It's 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 raspberry, but it's blue. It's like this little penny candy.
Yeah.
It's in a blue wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
Blue raspberry, maybe it's I forget, but always in my head, the name screams red, but it's in a blue package.
Yeah, exactly. So things like that.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta make it you. And it's gonna be the thing is it's gonna be we might talk about the same thing, but it's gonna be delivered differently
Right.
because it's you. It's never gonna be the same thing. Okay, so we have a freebie. You need to work on that because not that it can't happen, it does happen, but it's gonna be difficult to just go from people not knowing who you are to just giving you $1,000.
Yeah, 100%. Like I've been leaving myself open to that just for the sake of because you never
Yeah,
know what will
no,
happen. Like
put
it
the
can
offer out for sure.
Yeah, put the offer out. But I definitely am aware that there is like a process that you have to like take people through.
Typically, I mean, there's a lot of people will equate this to dating, trying to get sex on the first night.
Yeah, no, and I also like equate it to like, making a garden. Like you have to, you got to get some good dirt, you got to have the seeds, you got to water it, all the things.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. It takes time, but it can happen really fast if your marketing is good. If you're clear on who you're serving, if you're clear on the next step. And it's one of the things that's taken me a long time is getting clear on what I'm actually offering. But every
Agreed.
time I do it, it's like when I started with you, you were one of maybe my second coaching client.
Yeah.
I didn't, I was winging it, dude. Like
You did a great you did a
I
great
didn't have,
job. I try to
thank,
like reiterate that to you like all the time.
thank you. But I didn't have like a program to take you through. I mean,
Mhm.
all I did, but I did have like, okay, here's what I did, right?
Yeah,
So you do want to get proof. You do want to get proof. Proof does help. It does help, but you don't need it to start,
I
right?
agree.
You don't need it to start. And I told you that, that you can offer free in the beginning to
Yeah.
get proof,
Yeah, I'm not
right? But
opposed to that.
but we're gonna do it in exchange for feedback. Like I want feedback, real feedback. We might do it with an upfront fee that you'll get back as long as you do X, Y, Z, as long as you show up for our calls for the whole 4 weeks, so the whole 6 weeks, as long as you do the homework,
Mhm.
at least, at least 80% of the work that we say we're going to do, you actually do it. And as long as you, whatever else you want to implement that creates the result, because we want to focus on the action that they need to do, right? So
Yeah.
as long as they're getting, then we have a result, right? Then I don't have to talk about my experience. I can talk about the fact that I just got you a result,
Mhm. Yeah.
or that I helped you achieve that, right? So if you can do that for 5 people, and this is straight out of Alex Hormozy's playbook for business, if you know who that is,
I'm very familiar with the Hormozis.
where he talks about if he were to start a business, he would,
You
and
got his book?
I have all 3 of his books.
Nice.
So he talks about if he started a business over from scratch, he would do I think he actually said he did this with his fitness personal training, where he did 5 clients for free. I think he was like uh, 5 clients for free. Again, you're going to give me a testimonial. If I get you the result and you love it, you'll give me a testimonial, refer me to people, um, and something else, right? So he got the testimony, he got them the result, he gets the testimonial. Now he has proof that what he
Yeah.
does works, which helps with his confidence and it helps with his marketing,
Yeah,
right? So
I agree.
maybe you do need to work on proof,
For sure.
right? Then the next 5, maybe it was you're going to put a $500 deposit down. It's free, but I'm going to donate this $500 to charity. So you're bought in. You've paid something for this, but it's not to me. I'm offering it for free. It's a $500 deposit. You're going to pay that to charity, right? That's what he did. You don't have to do that. Maybe it's you're going to put a $500 deposit down, but you'll get this back as long as you complete the program and we get the success,
Mhm.
right? Okay, so now what's beautiful about that is they're willing to put up money, so they're committed. They are committed financially. And then what you can do with that is you can roll that into the next month or the next program or to continue working with me. So that one I really like because, again, I am offering it for free. And if you decide not to work with me in the future, I'll give you your money. I'll give you your 500 back as long as you've done these steps. But if you do, we can continue this for another, this many weeks for the 500, and we'll just roll that into doing that. So they already paid. It's a very easy yes because they've already given you the money.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, like it's just a matter of like sitting down and actually like going through and just like creating the things.
Well, I think what you should do, I think you should sell it first and then create it.
I have been testing. I mean, that's like, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like as we're going through and you're like, well, I think you need to like hone in more on identity. And I'm like, okay, like I can definitely test it. I can put it out there and I can see what kind of responses I get. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's already created.
maybe you offer a free 5-day challenge.
That's a good idea.
And you work with them for 5 days for, 25 to 45-minute phone calls for 5 days over a 2-week period. The thing is with coaching and what I'm learning in my own coaching journey is there is just like any other business, there is so many things to learn,
I agree.
right? Even just with consultations. Like I've been through consultation training and I'm always trying to upgrade it. I'm always
Mhm.
trying to get better at it. And I just learned another one and I'm like, "Oh, this was so good." Right? Like
I agree.
I'm just not I'm good, but I'm not as good as I'm gonna like next year is gonna be way better.
Yeah, you're
Like
gonna smash it.
it's a growth process through the whole thing. Like we might be good at, delivering the thing that we do, but just like the process for coaching and what I say isn't the same as the process for what I say in massage,
Mhm.
right? There's differences. Like I got in coaching, I got people crying on the phone constantly. But in massage, I mean, it happens occasionally, but it's not as emotional because there's not as much personal growth involved in that
Mhm.
conversation,
Right.
So it's like learning, it's a whole different skill set that we have to up level. So it takes time.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Like, my one of my old coaches, I just had lunch with her the other day. Well, she started coaching me at $500 a month for a week for once a week phone call,
Yeah.
and we worked together for like a year.
Mhm.
Um, and I just had lunch with her, and now she has 3 clients that she just signed up for 40 grand for the year.
Yeah, I think that you can also change your tactics just by changing what kind of people you go after.
Mhm. But my point is for a while she was growing, because she had a good program. I enjoyed our program. She helped me up level. I had success with her program.
Mhm.
But even after that, she went through something. She went through a divorce and
Yeah.
kind of really threw her off. She started working for another coach and coaching people on her platform for like 5 grand a month for like 50 hours a week or 50 hours a month. She was
Yeah.
coaching on that person's platform so that because she just mentally wasn't there. And
Yeah.
then 3 years ago, she went back out on her own again. And she's been coaching for 14 years to get to the point where you see this $120,000 month that she had.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times we're comparing ourselves to people who are at their 14th year and have gone through all this stuff and overcame it and built brand. And then we see them do something else and it takes off.
Mhm.
What their journey is not our journey, right? Your journey is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
comparing ourselves to other people just
Yeah, I fully agree.
ruins that. There's another coach. She was super successful in DoTerra, millionaire in DoTerra, and grew that business like crazy. And then she transitioned to coaching, and I just saw her have a post that she's like, I put out one offer and made $150,000 in sales in 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And I'm like, I appreciate that. And I'm gonna hire her one day. Uh,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I don't know that there's any shift she could give me that's gonna make me $150,000 in 15 minutes because I haven't built the brand like she has. So
Sure.
comparing myself to her and the results that she has would do nothing for me, right? Maybe it makes me 10 grand,
Yeah.
or maybe I work another 5 years promoting myself and then I'm able to do that as well. 150 grand in 15 minutes. But it takes time. It's a process. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. It did not happen overnight for her. She's been on this coaching journey with doTERRA included for like the last 12, 15 years that she's been building this brand.
Yeah, and I'm committed.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I definitely, if nothing else, I have that going. Like I'm definitely committed and I have the resilience. But yeah.
I'll give you another example. Again, so I first started out, I was doing $100 per call when I started with you, and I actually started with Anne Marie as well. Because you both reached out to me. I was like, I wasn't even offering coaching. You're like, yeah, I think you are now. I was like, okay.
That's funny. I was just I you know, there's I just really needed somebody's opinion as far as like just bridging that gap
Mhm.
because of how I set things up financially, you know. And I knew from previous conversations that you were good with like budgeting and things like that. So,
Yeah. But I went from that to, having somebody fly me out to the location, but I didn't start there. That was like 5,500 for
mhm,
that.
yeah.
I didn't start there, and that was 5,500. The next time I do it, it's gonna be 7,500.
I'm fine with like not starting off at like high ticket, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm gonna take like I'll take every win, whether it's like a testimonial or like I have like spoken with other people about just doing like 500 a month, like I'm willing to be flexible on how the opportunities present themselves and how the finances progress with it.
Right, but with what I mean is with every win that you get, your confidence will go up, your price will go up,
Yeah.
right? So whether you start the first 5 people at free, get the wins, your next 5 people are not gonna be free because you have confidence, you have evidence, you have proof, you have all these things, you have testimonials now,
Hmm.
you have things to talk about in your
and
marketing.
i and I do have testimonials.
With who?
I have about 5 on my Facebook.
Okay, well, let's make sure we're telling those stories in your marketing,
Yeah, for sure.
right? I mean, I talk about my clients' numbers. I just took one from 2,000 to 6,500,
Yeah, and I'm
right?
not even limiting it to just like my target market. Like I even told one of my clients, like I know that he's been trying to quit smoking
Mhm,
and he had quit smoking previously and he's back to it now. And I just asked him, I was like, so how's it going with the smoking journey? He's like, oh yeah, like I'm back on it. And I'm like, well, if you want a health coach, somebody to help you through that and keep you accountable, let me know. Cause I've been there.
mhm,
I was a smoker. I was a vapor. Like I very much know what that feels like. So I'm opening the doors.
mhm. And so how did you get him out? How did you get yourself out of that?
Out of what?
Smoking and vaping.
So there were a couple things, but I think the biggest thing was you have to commit to the pain that you're going to go through to get to the other side. That's like one of the biggest things. Because a lot of people, they really just try to like provide as much comfort to themselves as possible during that time. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, but if you can like really fully embrace the pain of that process, you can get through it.
Right. One of the things I heard you say is you used to be a smoker.
Uh huh.
You don't currently identify as a smoker anymore.
No. Mm-mm. And the other part that was like, this sounds mean, but like you just have to find whatever works to get through it. And at that time, I was like, as far as like if we're talking identity, I was like, I don't want to be a fucking loser. Like people who vape are fucking losers, and I'm not a fucking loser.
If anybody's watching this and you vape, you heard it here first. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just
straight up. So that's just what it took. I was like, I do not want to be this person anymore.
right. You had a change in identity,
Yeah.
right? As soon as I don't know what process the process of changing the identity is what you're going to help them with, but the reality, like the goal is you were a smoker before and you identified as one, and then you moved to no longer identifying as one. So this didn't have a hold on you anymore,
Yeah.
right? Uh, it's interesting because there's a girl that I know, and when we offer her a drink, like at the Christmas party or whatever, she's like, "No, I don't drink." And it's just like it was so final, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, it wasn't like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't. I used to. Oh, I have an alcohol problem." And I don't think she never ever did have an alcohol problem, but she's not a drinker.
Mm-mm.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
She doesn't identify with that at all. I
Yeah.
don't smoke.
So identity so I did create like a sub program that was a habits program, how to make and break habits, and I still have it. And I'll still use it with people. But yeah, identity is also a part of that one too.
Okay, I like that as well.
Yeah.
Let's set a goal for November for you. This is a goals workshop after all. Goals, intentions. What do you want to create over
What
the
do I
next
want?
month? Yeah, what do you want to create? What do you want to
I want to
go after?
create a seamless funnel that I
Okay,
can run ads and book clients through.
a seamless funnel. Okay, so I didn't get to finish the funnels part. So look, let me just do that real quick. It's freebies, 0 to 100, 100 to 1,000 tier, and then 1,000 plus. Okay, do you have that?
hmm I'm very trained in this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
So what you really need to focus on, in my opinion, would be the attraction, would be the freebie tier.
Okay.
Because what you could do is, again, when we're attracting people, we're going to have conversations with them before they do anything. That conversation can help you dictate what you're going to offer in the next coming training. You already have a framework for some of it, but you can customize this in the beginning.
hmm
Maybe they need more accountability. Maybe they need more habit training and accountability with that. Maybe they need more mindset coaching.
Sorry, what were you saying in the beginning of that?
Which part?
And what they need, like, what were you saying before you were talking about maybe they need more of?
Well, when you have when you bring somebody into your funnel, they're going to do a call with you, right?
hmm
So they're always going to do some sort of call before they sign up with anything, correct?
Yeah.
So on that call, we're going to figure out what they actually need,
Yeah.
what they want, what they need, and then you can customize it from there.
That's really where I thrive best in,
Yeah,
is
and
just like
then
meeting people where they're at.
later you can come up with programs. But maybe like I said, maybe that person needs more one-on-one, or maybe they need more habit training
Yeah.
and then accountability attached to that. Maybe they need more conversations around mindset and
hmm
goal setting or something like that.
Yeah.
And you can and maybe they're not the right fit for you at all.
Yeah.
But we're not going to know till they have that conversation. So I would focus on that. So I would move people to one-on-one, and then as you do that more often, you can be developing your programs or your higher ticket things
hmm
But this allows you to get that proof that you need, get the results that you need,
Mhm.
and it gets you some money in your pocket. So I would focus on freebie level. So marketing, we're creating opt-ins that people opt in that lead to a conversation with us,
Yeah.
right? And that's all I would focus on right now, probably. Because I think you're spending a lot of time on the programs and the 6 weeks and what am I going to offer here? Well, let's just customize it for a while.
It's kinda already it's already done. I
Okay.
think it's just like I have been doing, like, what we've been talking about, like, I've been just, like, putting things out there and then seeing what kind of response comes.
Yeah. And again, the conversations can be, the marketing can be, I'm offering a free 6 weeks transformation, or
Mhm.
I'm offering a free 5 day one-on-one challenge.
Yeah, I really like the challenge idea.
Up level your mindset challenge, up level your identity challenge, and you walk people through. The first call of that challenge, I'll tell you, the first call of that challenge is going to be a consultation
Mhm.
so that you can figure out what you're going to deliver in the next 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then the fifth day will be a still part of the call, but it's also going to be where we're going to offer additional coaching at a certain point.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely always where I'm, like, focused on. Like, I really wanna understand, like, first and foremost, like, what kinda outcome you're trying to create or what you wanna focus on and what your problems are.
Um, so that would be, I'm spending, if I'm you, I'm probably spending, again, outside of your massage business, 70 to 80% on marketing the coaching business,
Mhm.
20% of my time marketing the massage business, and make sure you leave some time to be able to actually deliver the calls,
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's been the goal.
you know?
Yeah.
So, what do you think the number one, if you were only able to do one thing to make progress on your goal? Let's say you have a goal of what? Over the next 3 months. I did this in September, at the beginning of October, but over the next 2 months, let's say you have a goal. What's your income goal for coaching?
I made a goal to sell at least for this month, I wanted to sell 2 packages. Um,
We're gonna
moving
go.
forward,
We're gonna look by the end of the year, real quick. What is the income you would like to have from coaching by the end of December?
I'd say, like, at least 5K a month.
So, is it 10K total for the next 2 months? Is it 5,000 by the end of December?
November and December, yeah, 10K.
10K. Okay, that is the goal. That is the
Yeah.
outcome you would like to create. Do we control outcomes?
Yeah, 100%.
We don't control outcomes.
Well, we can try.
We can influence them.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the goal. That's the outcome. We don't control outcomes. We don't control what other people do. What do we control?
What we do?
We control what we do. We control the effort that we take to work towards that goal. We control how many offers we make towards that. We control how much we market and get attention for ourselves,
Yeah.
right? We control the efforts of working towards that goal, but we don't control whether people buy or not. We influence it. We can influence that with our sales skills. We can influence that with our marketing skills. We can influence all kinds of things. My identity is not wrapped up in the outcome. I only focus on the effort. So if you were only able to do one thing that would have the highest impact on reaching that target, what do you think that would be?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
If you were only able to do one thing that would have the biggest impact on you reaching that 10K goal, what would that be?
I think just like really nailing down the offer and the pitch.
Okay. Does nailing down the offer and the pitch get you new clients?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, we do need the offer nailed down, but that's not the effort that leads people to us.
What would you suggest?
What actions or marketing activities are you going to take? Like this is like nailing down the offer is like busy work.
Yeah.
It's getting ready to get ready.
Um, I would say focus on local networking,
Local networking. What does that mean?
finding a networking group.
Okay. Finding a networking group. That would be one of the things that we could do, but we actually need to go to a networking group.
Right.
That would be the action. And then to go to a networking group, we need to find one. So it's like a subset of what we actually need to do.
For sure.
So, how many times over the next 2 months do you want to attend a local networking group? Is it weekly? Is it biweekly? Is it monthly?
I would say probably weekly if I can
Okay.
find the right one.
Do you have the capacity to do that?
I do.
Okay. So, we're going to attend a networking group once a week. When do you want to have the actual, like, because before that, right, we do need to find one. So, when do you
Hmm.
want to have that locked down?
What do you mean by when?
Yeah, because we can't keep looking for networking groups for the next 2 months.
No, for sure.
But when
This
do you want?
week.
So, this week, you want to have one networking group locked down, two.
I could at least have, I want to say two.
So, two potential networking groups that you're going to attend.
Yeah.
And you might have to keep on looking at, but let's get that. So, by what date do you want to have these two networking groups locked down?
By Monday.
By Monday. So, Monday, November 3rd. Okay. So, we're going to attend a networking group once a week. Does that feel clear?
Yeah.
Does that feel more clear than lock down my offer?
It feels like the two steps that need to happen.
We definitely need to lock down an offer.
Yeah.
But locking down an offer doesn't move us towards revenue. It's not an action, it's not an effort that gets us paid.
Yeah.
It is a step that needs to happen so that we have something to offer, but it's not a marketing activity, it's not a revenue generating activity.
Yeah. I could start running ads.
Okay. Do you have any organic content that you're doing right now?
So the plan, I made a new Instagram, and the plan was to run the Instagram and test off of that.
Okay. Do you want a suggestion around this?
Sure.
My suggestion would be that you run organic, see how those do, and then put ad dollars behind it when they do well.
I mean, that has been where my head is at, but yeah,
I mean, you have to post to put an ad on Instagram anyways.
that's kind of what I'm doing with the posts to that Facebook group, you
Mhm.
know. I've been
Yeah.
like putting out like different offers and different copy and seeing who reaches out or what engagement it gets.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe number 2 is posting because you have access to post there 3 times a week.
yeah,
Maybe you're actually doing that. So posting in that group 3 times per week.
yeah,
Take advantage of that.
I am.
And then number 3 could be, again, posting organic content on Instagram. Just one platform,
Yeah.
Instagram. And then when they do decent, let's say you're getting 80 views for most of them, but then one gets 500, then boost to 500.
Yeah, I did that with YouTube Shorts too, but it's really cool to see.
Does that plan sound aligned with you?
Yeah, I mean, that's what the plan, yeah, has been.
Okay. How many times a week are we going to post on Instagram?
Mm, I'm gonna shoot for daily, if not several times a day.
Okay. So if you attend a networking group once a week from now until or next week until the end of December, you post 3 times per week in that Facebook group, and you post daily on Instagram organic content. Again, with that in mind, we want to lead to some sort of freebie where they're opting into us, ideally, or they're DMing us, like DM me or something like that. Maybe it's not an opt-in, but maybe it's DM me the word, identity, and I'll send you what your freebie offer, right?
Yeah,
If you did all those things, what do
I
you think the
don't,
chances that you hit 10K by the end of the year are?
I don't think that's gonna be enough.
Okay. Do you think you'll make progress on it?
I think I'll make progress.
So what would be enough?
I was just thinking, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I might need to find at least like one person to connect to, either one person or one established. Because you know, like how you have Groupon, right?
Mhm.
Like I need something that's already established that I can pull from that's more focused. And I just don't know what that is, but I'll have to think about it.
Okay. Is this a good start though?
I think it's a great start.
Okay. I don't, 10K from nothing is a pretty big goal. It's a
I
big
like
goal.
big goals.
Say that again?
I like big goals.
Good. And maybe it happens. Maybe something along the way reveals itself while you're in this process.
Yeah, definitely. I do kind of like after joining the MLMs, like I do think that there's a lot of opportunity there in the coaching realm.
Yeah, that's true. That could be a target market.
Yeah, I think
You
it
might
could
you
be.
might have to buy their monthly thing though.
Well, I'm in one now, so
What are you doing right now?
I signed up to be a travel agent.
Gotcha.
Which kind of like I really love it because it pairs really well with because I really focus on the dream life with my coaching business
Mhm.
and a lot of people want to travel as their dream life, so
Okay. All right. So you have 10K goal. You have now targets, daily, weekly actions to work towards that goal. That is more important than the success that you're going to have is the things that you'll learn through this process. All right.
Yeah.
So we just maybe you only make two,
Mhm.
but we're going to check in next month, beginning of December on in this group. So feel free to join that call so we can check in and adjust if we need to. Right? We do weekly check-ins inside of the Skool community. Check in, post what you're going to do for the week, report back on Friday. There's your accountability.
For sure.
Okay. And then we'll meet monthly. We'll meet, I'm going to set a date right now. We will meet Wednesday, December 3rd at 10 to go over the progress that we made. There is no shame. There is no being down on ourselves. There's celebrating the effort that we took, right? There's growth through the process, hopefully in the month. If you're doing the weekly check-ins in the group when I post, and you should be making progress, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't care about perfection. Perfection would be like I have to hit this 10K, or I might as well not do anything at all,
Oh yeah, I would never do that.
right? I care about progress. Progress says I yeah, I was supposed to go to 8 networking groups over the last 2 months, but I only made it to 6.
Right.
But that's great because you made progress. You took effort. I was supposed to post 3 times in that group over the last 2 months, which would have been like, uh, 24 posts, and I only did 17.
Yeah.
Progress is 10%. Perfection is 100% or nothing. Progress is 10% is so much better than nothing.
I agree.
All right. So we're focused on effort, not outcomes over the next month. We'll check back in December 3rd. And maybe there needs to be an adjustment from the plan. Maybe something comes up, like you said, the fourth thing that really moves the needle on this goal reveals itself through this process. And we can make adjustments from there.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
All right, dude. I hope you have an amazing week, month. Um, and I'll see you soon.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
Of course.
You have a great day.
You too.
Bye bye.